Imagine this. War has ravaged your country. There's no power, food is scarce, and keeping it fresh feels impossible. But what if the answer buzzed around you? In war-torn Ukraine, scientists are turning to a natural wonder: beeswax, to help families save their food. It's a story of resilience, innovation, and the power of a little bee. So hit subscribe and join us, because we're about to see how a natural wonder can bring a touch of hope to a nation in crisis. The problem: food preservation in war. Olena pushes her cart through the crowded market, the air thick with dust and the murmur of anxious voices. Before the war, this market overflowed with colorful fruits and vegetables. Today, the stalls are sparsely stocked, the options limited to potatoes, onions, and a few wilting cabbages. Back in their cramped basement shelter, Olena unpacks her meager haul. The children's eyes light up at the sight of the cauliflower, a small ray of hope in their otherwise monotonous diet. But a shadow of worry crosses Olena's face. How long will this last? Without electricity, there's no way to keep the cauliflower fresh for more than a day or two. The thought of watching it wilt and rot, knowing her children are already missing essential nutrients, fills her with despair. This is the harsh reality for countless families across Ukraine. The war has not only stolen their sense of security, but also threatens their basic ability to put food on the table. Finding a way to preserve precious morsels of fresh produce has become a daily battle. A fight not just against hunger, but also against the feeling of helplessness that comes with watching food go to waste. The buzz on beeswax. But amidst the devastation, a tiny flicker of hope buzzes in the air. Ukraine, after all, is a land steeped in beekeeping tradition. For centuries, these industrious insects have been producing a remarkable substance: beeswax. Andrei, a weathered beekeeper with hands seasoned by years of working the hives, carefully extracts a honeycomb, sunlight catching the golden honey within. He knows the value of bees not just for their honey, but for the hidden treasure they produce: beeswax. Across the miles, in a bustling laboratory, a team of scientists is working tirelessly. News of the challenges faced by Ukrainians like Andrei and Olena has reached them, sparking a determination to help. They believe the answer lies in that very same beeswax Andrei harvests. These researchers are on a mission to create a new kind of food wrap, one infused with the natural power of beeswax. They meticulously measure and combine different ingredients, testing their creations on everything from cheese to apples. Their goal? To develop a simple, sustainable solution that can empower Ukrainian families to fight back against food spoilage. Developing beeswax wraps for war. Back in Ukraine, Dr. Petro, a man whose dedication to science rivals his love for his homeland, meticulously examines a newly created beeswax wrap. The lab, once a hub for routine research, has now transformed into a battlefield against food waste. Dr. Petro and Oksana work side by side, brainstorming and testing different combinations. They experiment with locally sourced resins, herbs with natural antibacterial properties, and even different types of fabrics. Each experiment brings them closer to their goal: a beeswax wrap that's not only effective at preserving food, but also affordable and easy to produce on a large scale. The weight of responsibility hangs heavy on their shoulders. They know their success could mean the difference between hunger and sustenance for countless families. The knowledge doesn't stay confined to the lab walls. Dr. Petro and Oksana, along with other scientists, traveled to villages, sharing their findings and teaching communities how to make their own beeswax wraps. The women, eager to contribute to their family's well-being, learn with a renewed sense of purpose. The once sterile lab environment gives way to a scene of shared knowledge and resilience. In these villages, the hum of hope begins to rise, a testament to the power of science and community working together to find solutions amidst the chaos. Beyond food, the multifaceted benefits. The impact of the beeswax wrap stretches far beyond simply preserving food. In Nadia's hand, the wrap becomes more than just a piece of cloth coated in wax. It's a symbol of self-sufficiency, a small act of defiance against the wrap's grip on their daily lives. These wraps are not just about keeping food fresh, they're about empowering communities. Local beekeeping projects, fueled by the renewed demand for beeswax, provide much-needed income for families struggling financially. The once abandoned beehives buzz with renewed activity, a testament to the interconnectedness of nature and human ingenuity. In the flickering candlelight of a basement shelter, a family gathers for a meal. The centerpiece, a bowl of vegetable soup, carefully preserved with a beeswax wrap. The simple act of enjoying a nutritious meal, free from the worry of spoilage, brings a sense of normalcy back to their lives. Even the children feel the change. A young girl, inspired by the buzzing activity around the village beehives, begins drawing pictures filled with vibrant colors and happy bees. The beeswax wraps, a symbol of resilience, become a beacon of hope, reminding everyone that even in the darkest of times, there's a chance to rebuild and create a brighter future. Looking ahead, a brighter future with beeswax. The war in Ukraine continues to cast a long shadow, but amidst the hardship, flickers of hope ignite. The simple beeswax wrap, a product of scientific ingenuity and community spirit, has become a powerful tool in the fight against hunger. Markets, once struggling with limited fresh produce, now see a resurgence. Vendors confidently display their wares, protected by the colorful beeswax wraps. The fear of spoilage lessens, allowing families to invest in healthier options, knowing they won't go to waste. The success story of the beeswax wraps doesn't go unnoticed. NGOs and government agencies join forces with scientists and beekeepers, scaling up production and distribution efforts. The wraps, once a local initiative, become a vital part of humanitarian aid packages, reaching families even in the most remote corners of the war-torn country. From bustling cities to rural villages, the beeswax wrap becomes a ubiquitous symbol of resilience. Families take ownership of their food security, a small act of defiance that empowers them to reclaim a sense of normalcy in their lives. The future for Ukraine remains uncertain, but the unyielding spirit of its people, coupled with the ingenuity of science and the quiet hum of the beehive, offers a powerful message of hope. The beeswax wrap, a testament to the interconnectedness of nature and human resilience, may just be the tiny spark that ignites a brighter future for a nation on the mend. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you like this video, click the next one shown on the screen. Thanks for watching.